Well, hey folks, we are gonna try something totally new for both the channel and I guess us. We recently just watched the live action One Piece show and shockingly loved it.
Yeah, I was like, the first episode, I was like, okay, this isn't
like
terrible.
The first 3 episodes, she was like, this is kind of super cheesy, but whatever, it's something we can watch together. And then literally 2 episodes later, we were both crying at Sanji and Zeph's backstory.
Yeah, it hit.
It was real good. So we, the live action stuff that Netflix has put out has never really inspired me to check out or revisit any of the subject matter. Like, we watched the Death Note movie and I was like, well, I have no interest in watching the Death Note anime now. The Cowboy Bebop I had already seen. She had never seen the anime, but I was not interested in another season of Cowboy Bebop.
Same. Well, I mean, there is no other season, right?
Well, yeah, no, that's canceled. Resident Evil, while not an anime, video game, kind of similar. I thought it was not very good, except for the performance of Albert Wesker. Rest in peace.
Come on, you loved the kitchen scene where they were hiding.
Literally the episode,
the living room scene.
The episode where the girls were crawling around the house, trying to solve puzzles like an actual Resident Evil game, was the most boring episode of television I've ever seen in my life, and I hated it.
It wasn't that bad.
It was pretty bad. But the One Piece one, it left me wanting to know more about the story, about the characters, about the world.
We were constantly on our phones, trying not to spoil, but wanting to know a little bit more.
I was spoiling myself a little bit.
I was trying not to, which is surprising because normally I'm kind of okay with spoilers, especially if I'm emotionally invested. I'm I can't wait. So
I'm very, very interested in either watching the anime past where the story went or reading the manga, because I know that the live action series kind of followed more the manga than the anime. But that kind of brings us to what we're going to do here today. I really wanted to see the difference in adaptation between the live action and the anime, and I figured why not pick one of my favorite fights that was covered in the live action, Zoro versus Mihawk. And I brought this up to my lovely wife here, and she was like, I want to watch it.
Only because, so first of all, have I watched any anime before besides
aside from Studio Ghibli stuff?
And what is the one with the arrow?
Avatar. Well,
yes.
Avatar is an American series, but kind of styled kind of similarly to an anime, but no, it's an American series.
So is this baby's first anime?
And see, I don't know. That's the thing though, because I've always perceived One Piece as a series that's oh, that's that silly pirate show with the stretchy, smiley pirate guy, and then we're watching it, we're oh, people got fucked up in this show.
It was pretty dramatic, but
Mans ate his leg in that
spoilers,
episode.
What if?
We were crying in there. That doesn't happen in the anime. He apparently just gets it caught in an anchor while trying to save Sanji.
Yeah, looking at just the picture art that you've showed me, I'm I would never watch this. The animation style is not in line with what I would normally pick.
Mm-hmm.
It just doesn't really appeal to me. But for some reason, Mihawk, what's his full name?
Dracul Mihawk.
I don't know. He's pretty interesting to me.
She likes vampires.
I mean, I am invested in this one, so I think I'll.
She likes vampires.
I'll give this one a shot. He just seems very interesting, and he seems like he has a lot of layers to him.
He does seem really cool. Just how he was interacting with Shanks in that kind of scene near the end. Spoilers for the live action show, yes. how they do stuff. But hey, y'all are probably 1,000 episodes into One Piece if you're watching this. Which, thank you for watching this, by the way.
And this is the fastest. The Netflix live adaptation was the fastest show Chris has ever watched. Because normally we watch 3 episodes in one day. That has never happened.
I'm not a binger. I watch 1 episode and I'm I'm good for the night. But for this, I was you want to start another one? It was good, folks. We loved it. So we said all that to say this. We're here to watch episode 24, I guess, out of 1,100 or something that anime's in right now. Just because I want to, just reading the little description here on Netflix, this is the episode where Zoro and Mihawk fight. And that was one of my favorite fights in the anime. I also want to check out Luffy versus, what's his name? The fishman. Oh, I had it and now it's gone.
Yeah.
It'll come to me. But
I think
there's key moments that I want to see, like how they're adapted differently to the anime versus the live action, and not knowing much about the manga, but just kind of see how the different things do it. Because in fights you can only do so much in live action, right? Even though they did do kind of goofy anime kind of stuff in some of the fights, like I kind of want to see like what it looks like on the screen drawn with full creativity on display, right?
And let's see, does Mihawk have like, what is it called, where they're like, they call out their final move? He didn't really do that because he just kind of slashed Zoro with the sword. He was pretty much
spoilers
boss.
For the episode we're probably about to see, but unless they just do it completely differently, like oh, he hugged him and then he got hurt because it's the 4Kids version. I don't know if this is the 4Kids version, by the way. We're gonna watch it in Japanese, the original, because subs over dubs, right? Mm-hmm. Right.
No, I actually agree on this one, even though I typically don't. I think
I heard 2 seconds.
For Studio Ghibli, I've been watching
I heard 2 seconds of Luffy in the little autoplay that Netflix did, and it sounded like trash. So we're watching this in Japanese, and we've been going for 7.5 minutes now and haven't even started the dang episode. So let's go ahead and get started. But hey, folks, this is our first time watching One Piece, the anime. So if you're watching this and you enjoy it, like I said, I'm going to do probably 1 or 2 more of these revisits. You might see our dog walking around here in the background. She's in here with us. But hey, if you enjoy this, leave a like. Let me know how good you enjoy this. I know One Piece is super popular. I keep forgetting it's one of the best-selling, like, fiction franchises in the world. Outsold Superman, outsold everything. It's like literally like at the top. I keep forgetting this.
Don't even remember the shark guys.
And I don't even remember the fishman's name.
Oh, fishman, sorry. But one thing to note is that Chris always asks me, and I never have an answer when he's like, "Who's your favorite?" or "What's your favorite this?" And I'm like, I don't know, all of them. But like, I actually had like from the very beginning, I was like, Zoro. Zoro's my favorite. Like, from when he was first introduced, he boosted my ranks. So another reason why. Are you looking it up so we don't?
I might be looking up.
Completely. Oh, this is embarrassing.
Oh my god.
Arlong. Arlong. I said it was with an A.
I almost said Oolong, but that's a T.
I almost said Alistair, but that's like...
That's Has-Been Hotel.
Yeah. No,
all right. But anyway, 9 minutes into the recording, after I cut out the embarrassing searching for Arlong's name, hey, leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, all the YouTube things. We're going to get started with One Piece episode 24. Hopefully Zoro versus Mihawk. I'm going to be really annoyed if the fight does not happen in this episode. But here we go. Starting up in 3, 2, 1, go. So I guess this is I guess they show you this in every episode, huh?
Oh, Gold Roger getting got.
Little backstory. I guess in case this is your first episode.
Hey, what's Fishman's name?
Arlong.
We won't forget.
I at least want to hear it. One Piece. Woo! That's how it sounds like. I can't tell if the OP ended. Is this the loading screen for the episode? I am not used to, what's his name? Usopp looking like he does in this. I'm used to him looking like an actual person.
Usopp is not my favorite.
Also, what's wrong with... Why does Nami have a 6 head? So one thing I do know about the live action shows, they kind of mixed and matched a couple storylines together to kind of smooth things out to make it like work in an 8-episode season. Because I know that the 8 episodes that we got on Netflix covered like 45 episodes of the anime or something like that. By the way, if ever in an anime, since you've never actually watched like an anime in Japanese, if you ever hear anyone say, "Nani?" it means like, "What?"
What?
It's like the one word I know. She's gonna like steal something from them or beat their asses, isn't she? Yep. Nice. Okay, so I guess this is kind of like how in the show when she was asking that guy for passage.
Are they part of Arlong's crew? Who are they?
I don't think so. All of Arlong's crew are fishermen.
Oh.
They're just randos.
Oh.
Just jobbers there to get
there's
owned.
The Barati.
Yeah, that's what I said, Baratier.
Oh, Barate, excuse me. So is Sanji part of the crew yet, or is he still working at the restaurant?
I mean, they're at Baratier, so I'm assuming he hasn't joined up yet because he joins up when they leave.
So we think, according to the show we watched.
Whose ship is that? Okay, so all right, so Nami just stole their ship.
Oh.
Their own ship.
Oh. This is what we get for watching
One episode.
45.
It's 24.
Oh, 24. Sorry.
But yeah, like I think I started saying before, I know that they kind of mixed and matched some of the storylines together. So there's a whole... Remember I mentioned that the guy that Mihawk kills on the beach is part of a whole arc. And one of the reactions I was watching to the live action was like, I'm so glad he just like offed this guy like immediately because he sucked. It's this guy, Krieg.
He's one of the warlords?
No, he's just a guy
Oh.
who is part of an arc here, and he sucks apparently.
Hey!
Oh, there's Mihawk, though.
There's man. I mean, what?
Yeah, one of us thinks Mihawk is kind of hot, and the other is my wife. There's Krieg.
Do you know the difference between people just having, like, abnormally, like, strength and things like that versus the dragon fruit? I mean, the
devil fruit?
Like, what's his name? The grandpa? Like, him being, like, so strong.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. Oh, look how big Zeph's hat is. That's insane.
Hawkeye.
Hawkeye Mihawk. That's like a nickname.
Oh, okay.
His name is Dracule Mihawk, but they call him Hawkeye.
His eyes look just like in the show. They did a good job on that.
Ooh, he's ready.
Is that his little boat he's on?
Ooh, I love this kind of old animation where it's just like just a couple frames and they just put a little filter on it. That's cool. He did a similar thing in the live action.
He dodged bullets?
Well, he like sliced a bullet in half.
Oh, that's right. That thing is huge. Does he main, what is it, longsword?
He mains great sword.
Great sword.
Zoro is my least favorite in Monster Hunter, though. He mains longsword. He trips me up as I'm trying to lance.
Oh. So why is this show so beloved? Like, why, like, what, when did this start? When did this craze start, and why am I just hearing about it?
I don't know. It's like I said, it's the best-selling fiction thing of there's the headband. Dang, it just happens like this. I will say,
but it comes out in print, right? Like it's based off of
it's a manga first and foremost,
which is like those long stories, or
which is just basically Japanese comics.
Okay.
But yeah, from what I've heard, this is a series that just as it goes on, like just gets better and better. Ooh, there's a sword. He starts with a sword in the mouth here. There it is.
The baby sword.
Yeah.
He has baby sword.
I gotta say, it's a little bigger than in the live action. It was like
comically
it was like,
small.
It was insanely small in the live action. Frog in the well. He said that in the live action. Bakana. That's another word I learned from watching so much JoJo's. It means like impossible. Also Mazaka also means impossible.
Oh
Damn, look at him. Look at him just like he's like just a JPEG just like standing there with his sword out. I really need to know who these dudes are. Like are they just like speedwagons just standing by just like
we'll never know.
You know, for how afraid I was for like just
look
how
at that. That's just...
I mean, that's just an anime technique right there. They just recycle a couple frames of animation.
Is he still using his baby sword?
Yeah.
Eventually he's gonna like get him in the chest. Oh, there's...
Ooh, did he just like slap him with it is all? Oh, is this where we get the little backstory? Yeah, here it is. Dang, baby Zoro is so small. Ooh, we didn't see this though.
Him training. That would have been
training
cool.
arc.
I love training, like little montages.
You would love anime then. There's so many training arcs in anime. There's our dog.
Oh, good girl.
You're covering up the One Piece, Jupiter. I did like in the live action how the fight like ramped up to the third sword, whereas here he just like started with it in his mouth.
But maybe that's how he always fights. Like,
I mean, maybe, yeah, but it was, at least in the live action, like it was like, oh, he going for it. Like, you know, it's a big moment when he goes for the third one. Ooh, that's cool though. Like he's thinking of, oh, there it is.
there it is.
I love this, how it goes to monochrome for that. Ooh, that's like in the gut. He's just like talking with the sword in his mouth. I'm glad this isn't the 4Kids version, so it's not like... And then Mihawk gave him a hug. Or
Oh my
something
god,
like
it
that.
can't be that bad.
4Kids is pretty bad. 4Kids is notoriously awful with stuff like this. Ooh, there it is. Once again, a lot of materia slots on that sword.
Oh, it's because he
Ooh, that's
attacks
cool.
him.
Like independently spinning them.
Are they gonna fall?
Ooh, yeah, there it is. Oh, and blood. He hit him too.
He said that too.
Yeah. Oh, that was so much faster. He didn't hesitate 1 second. You know, I feel like this whole fight and sequence kind of probably played out in the same amount of time as in the live action, but I feel like just the live action was, I don't know if it's just that this was animated so long ago, but I feel like it was just so much more dramatic in the live action. But still, it's like really cool to see. Like,
Oh, there goes
oh,
Luffy.
Luffy's going for it.
And Zoro, he didn't fall in the ocean. Zoro didn't. He just stayed there on the deck.
And no, and Luffy didn't do this. Just quick little sidestep. That Luffy booty. Dracul Mihawk. Learn about yourself, learn about the world, and become strong.
That's so cool. Like, that is what makes me like him.
Yeah, I can't wait to see him again. I like the way he's wording it here. Because that, I think in the live action he said, like, if I wasn't the strongest, you'd be disappointed, right?
Oh,
Whereas
yeah.
here it looks like he was doing a direct quote to what Luffy said to him, or he said to Luffy.
He's so loyal to him. Like, he went from Zero
To Zoro.
to No.
Okay, so he was
Oh.
coming after Krieg. I'm tired of sucking. Oh, that's a lot of guns. Baby? Why do he have baby on his head?
They have the weirdest costumes.
That's a big... That ship was so big compared to Baratier.
Oh yeah, Nami dipped, right?
Yeah. Okay, so they're literally splitting up here, huh?
Oh, they don't... Aw. Wait, all 5 of us? Okay. Luffy, Sanji. Well, he's not even in the group yet.
Yeah, at this point Sanji's still at Baratier.
Usopp, Nami, and Zoro.
Yeah.
So, who's the 5th one then if it's not Sanji?
Apparently this to be continued is a lot of people's like worst nightmare because of like how many episodes end on like cliffhangers and stuff like that. But yeah, I like that it did something slightly different. Like,
Wait, what's this One Piece film called?
I don't know. I think there's some movies thrown in with the anime and stuff. I literally don't know. One
It's
Piece
like a
film.
whole new world.
Is this like the story of Gold Roger when he was younger?
Oh.
Let's see, more info. Luffy and his pirates can't wait to board the glittering Sin City ship known as Grand Tesoro, but they soon find themselves in way over their heads. Well, Luffy has his scar chest there, so this happens way later.
2016, 2 hours. When did it start? When did this show start?
I think the manga itself started in 1997, so it wouldn't surprise me if the anime started sometime around like 2000 or something like that. Late 90s, early 2000s, something like that. But it's like, like I said, it's like 1100 episodes in or something like that, which is like insane. Which is why I didn't start this by saying like, hey, we're gonna start here and just start watching episodes, because I cannot dedicate myself to that.
No. I think I'm good. Like, I think this was like
good?
a little bit of a taste. Like, I kind of know less than I did before. Wait, does that make sense?
You know a little more. Like, you understand a little better, right? Would you say?
Not really, no.
You still don't understand?
I mean, I think I like the Netflix adaptation.
I mean,
that's just me.
This was just one episode, one fight, right? But I mean, like, hey, like I said, it was 8 episodes that condensed like 45 episodes, right? So obviously it's going to flow a lot smoother. It's going to be faster paced, kind of, so to speak. They have to do more with less, basically. Whereas, like, also, like I said, this is like early 2000s probably animation. Whereas I've heard, like, if I were to pull up, I hear legendary episode 1015 specifically. I've heard legends of, and apparently they got like a new director on for the series, and apparently it like pops off. And I've seen some stuff of like, not to spoil, but like I've seen some of the like Gear 5 animation stuff, and it's like I couldn't even fathom what was happening. It was so insane looking. Like, yeah. I still don't understand, just because it popped up on my Twitter timeline. But yeah, it's just a show that keeps escalating, and unlike like stuff in Dragon Ball where they assign actual like power level numbers to things, like at a certain point it's just the number goes up and you're like, oh, I guess he's just a slightly stronger Super Saiyan. Like,
you see her tail wagging.
They find new ways. Like, it's kind of like, to compare to JoJo's, I know you say I talk about JoJo's a lot, but it's like
everything comes back to JoJo's.
Once they introduce stands, like anyone can be a stand user, anyone can have any kind of power, and it's like all the fights can go any completely different way because of how different characters' power sets are. And I assume it's going to be kind of a similar thing in One Piece, that you won't necessarily get fights that come down to sheer strength because somebody has some weird ass power that's going to like make the fight something completely different. And that's what I think, as that keeps happening, it hooks you in and like kind of keeps it interesting, right? Is it interesting enough to go on for 1100 episodes? Apparently a lot of people think so.
Gravy. No, I think I'm good with that one little clip. I think I'll wait for season 2 to come out on Netflix.
Well, like I said, I want to check out a little more. I'm going to check out the Arlong fight. It looks like, from what I looked at for the episode titles, like it might take place over 2 episodes. So I might do a 2-episode reaction here, but
the guy that you didn't even remember his name.
I googled his name earlier. But I will say, if there are any like particular arcs, like I know like it's gonna be years until we get a season 2, probably, especially with the strikes and stuff going on. It's gonna be years, if ever, that we get some of the stuff later on. So if there are potentially any like arcs in the anime that are like particularly really good, that don't require a lot of like understanding of certain characters and stuff, like some, like, obviously there's going to be characters that I haven't seen. I know there's the little animal creature guy that joins up as their doctor or something. That little guy I showed you. Oh yeah, he's their doctor apparently.
Oh, interesting. So they have a cook, they have a navigator,
a doctor,
a sharpshooter,
and the muscle,
and Luffy, the
King of the Pirates. Future King of Pirates.
Yeah.
Hey, he might have found the One Piece by now in the show. I don't know. He could actually be the King of the Pirates where they're currently at. I don't know. But if there are any particular arcs in the anime that are like really worth checking out, like if some of y'all say like, oh, start at episode 743 through 750, I'll be like, you got it, because like when are we gonna get to that in the live action? Like 10 years, if ever, basically, right?
Yeah.
So, hey, if there's anything like that that's like cool that I should check out on the channel that you'd like to see reactions to, hey, let me know in the comments. Let me know what you think of this. I'm assuming doing something completely this different, there's going to be new eyeballs on the channel. So, hi, welcome. Click the subscribe button if you like this.
I am not normally here.
She's not normally here, but just really wanted to check this out today because we very much enjoyed the live action One Piece. But I think that's about all, unless you have anything else.
Nope, I think I'm good.
I hope that Zoro fella's gonna be okay.
I wonder.
Kind of left him in a precarious position there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll be fine. All right. Take it easy, everybody. Thanks for watching.